Good morning. I'm walking with God. So, in churches and on TV, we hear sermons about money, about giving our first fruits, tithing, offering, whatever title you want to put to it, but essentially just giving money back to God. But we rarely hear, people talk about what do we do with the rest of the money that we have. If you give 10%, the other 90, if you give 20%, the other 80, whatever that percent is, what do we do with that money? And that's what I wanted to discuss briefly, just to make people aware, because I honestly wasn't aware, never thought about it until it was brought to my attention. And then I was like, yeah, because Proverbs has a lot of talk in there about stewarding, being good stewards of our money. All of our money is a blessing from God. It's all God's. At the end, He doesn't need our money. It's about obedience and giving back and having faith that our needs will be supplied, things like that. So we should steward the rest of our money in a good manner. Proverbs again tells us, give to the needy, help the poor, things like that. Like, we shouldn't be wasteful with our money. Just pray and ask God what He would ask us to do with our money. It also talks about the borrower is slave to the lender. So borrowing money from people, it's something we should try to avoid. Always being in right standing. So yeah, this message is more just to let people know, to think about. It's more than just what we give to God as our tithe and offering or our first fruits, but the rest of the money, how we live with that, and how we use it. So yeah. Have a blessed day. Continue to like and share these videos, comment, good or bad. I'm open to conversations with people if they have a different viewpoint. This is just my view on what the Holy Spirit tells me when I read the verses and how I interpret it. So yeah, thanks. Have a blessed day.